a legendary Bollywood villain who was philandering, and he was caught red-handed.
Okay. By his wife.
By his wife.
Yeah. So if that person is tied up, say it's a man who's committed an infidelity.
I don't know this person. Why have you tied up this person here? Have you gone mad?
That person is tied for years. If you want an Indian audience to go crazy, you have to say a couple of Indian local things. Like in Coldplay's case, it was Jasprit Bumrah, and there was a bit of Hindi that he spoke. The Sagrada Familia in the city of Barcelona took 112 years.
It's still under construction.
Yeah. So,
but I think the BMC is building it. That was the main this thing. I think the BMC is involved.
Yeah.
The Sagrada Familia, the church that they're building in the church in Barcelona.
Yeah.
It's the contract is BMC.
Yeah. We're trying to write a book of conundrums. So hopefully you'll send us a book of conundrums.
Pal. What is this? Yeah.
And I don't even know how to read. So I don't know what these pages are.
A step at a time.
This is an affidavit.
Yeah.
Hi Kunaal.
Hi Pal.
How are you?
I'm
Happy
good.
New Year.
It's too late. Yeah. We've done this before. It's now that, what is it? It's 27th of January.
Yeah. But this is our first podcast of the year.
Yeah, but I'm not. We can't say this.
This is a Seinfeld conundrum.
I know, it's too late. Many people have discussed it over many shows.
Yeah.
And I'm with everyone. I think the cutoff is around 7th or 10th.
31st only.
The first, you're saying.
Bus. After that, you can't say Happy New Year.
No, done.
So when you have nothing to say to someone.
No.
I think when people meet, there should be a greeting that neither are expecting. Because they want a light topic to start the thing, right? Like in India, no one starts with the weather. You know, it's always like, Arey, you lost a lot of weight.
But I'm saying that if you want to come with a greeting, and I think we've discussed this before, is then you might as well come with happy birthday.
Even if it's not your...
It won't be. But I'm saying that it would have been, right? It's as good as New Year. Because somewhere through the course of the last year, you had a birthday.
Yeah. So say I haven't seen you in a while.
Happy birthday. It was in April. March last year. We're in like February now. It's like it's coming up. See, but you had one, right?
Happy birthday. And just keep walking. Like, you know that guy Kunaal, he just says happy birthday to everybody in January. Hugs off.
Any time of the year you can say it. Anytime you meet someone after a long time, you can say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What other greeting can you give?
I just think it should be like something that throws people off. My appendix has become larger. Chal.
So leave them with some important
some sort of thing, you know, rather than all the usual ones are you put on weight, you haven't seen it in a long time. All the usual ones.
I've got a nasal infection. Huh? Stand back.
To someone you haven't seen it all. Yeah. Just, hi Kunaal, how are you? One sec.
Yeah.
I've got this infection.
Yeah.
What's happening
is there any pus? Can you see any pus in my ear?
Someone you haven't seen in years.
No, I can't. No.
Chal, I'll see you.
Thank God.
And you keep walking.
You go. Chal, bye.
Chal, see you. I have a theory that somebody at the BMC is playing a video game every time you leave your house. I think they pick one citizen or resident. So as you're moving, the road gets dug up in front of you. And then you try to back and the road is dug up behind. I think they sit there in that office. Each has a TV screen. And they've got headphones. And they decide that today I'm going to mess with this guy in Mount Mary. Because there's no other way where as you're moving, the road is dug up. It's very live.
You know, like this video game thing it's like Pac-Man or whatever it is. Like one of those games where like now the route is shut. It's now you got to take another. I think a lot of these things might be happening just for their own personal pleasure, but I also think that they are really helping the city in just ensuring that people don't want to leave their houses anymore.
Yeah.
So that work from home culture
Yeah.
is very much because of the BMC also.
Yeah.
So they'll have wonderful stretches of road,
Yeah.
but then really bad stuff on either end. So just to get to that road is very difficult.
Yeah.
So you don't want to leave your house.
Yeah.
So you ultimately say, how do we get cars off the road?
Yeah.
Is that you don't
No
have
road.
any. You don't have any.
No, roads only.
Yeah, which is much better. I think it's much better than.
So they'll build one very fancy
It's
one.
beautiful.
Like a coastal road.
That
etc.
coastal road, very lovely. I mean,
And you can look at it and it's lovely
It's
and
a-
stuff.
but how do I get there?
Everything else is dug up. So you have to be a specialist, like a Swiggy, Zomato, Zepto guy to navigate these roads. Only specialists will be on roads.
Yeah.
You know, like the guy, he can go into a ditch, come out of a ditch, and he can bring you your food and all that. But public shouldn't be on the road.
Public should not be allowed on the road. What are you doing there? You work from home.
Gaja! Sir, office जा रहे हैं. Gaja!
अब
रास्ता नहीं है
ये
क्या?
टाइम है सर 9:30 बजे दिन में ये कोई टाइम है घर से निकलने का अब
So it's like a curfew.
Yeah.
But the curfew is imposed because they've dug up the road.
Yeah. But then they ask, why isn't the economy booming? Why isn't why is
left my
productivity? You do not letting me leave my house. I can't get to work. And
We to
for
get
the
in it.
people who do venture out, I think that this is what they're talking about. How do you feed into other industries?
Yeah.
And I think that when it comes to adventure sport, like you've created adventure sport by digging up the road. So you don't need to go on a trek.
No.
You can just cross the road in Bandra Khar somewhere. Or if you say, how do we help the medical industry to grow? Hospitals and all of that. We need better this thing. Just people are falling everywhere, getting injured. You're feeding into that industry. So I'm
Yeah.
saying that, this whole myth that it's not helping in other industries.
Hugely
I think
beneficial.
it's very beneficial
Yeah.
for many other industries if you keep it dug
I
up.
mean, I have personally twisted my ankle 4 times recently. And that I've needed the ice, the
Ice, you need
ointment,
that
the thing.
strapping.
There's
You're
one
buying stuff.
orthopedic.
You'll go to a doctor.
At Leelavati twice I've seen him.
That's good for the economy.
Yeah. So these will become specialist skills.
Yes.
Like food, like going to a restaurant. That's why the restaurant is coming to you. So when that delivery guy will come from anywhere, Swiggy, Zomato, like he would have the food packets. He's like, "Aye, you'll hug him a little. कैसा क्या चल? अरे पूछो मत साहब, पूछो मत. ये अभी देखिए ये बुलेट वुंड है, एक बुलेट वुंड है आपके लिए. Then you'll give him a little extra because he managed to get food
Yeah.
to the thing. It's not that dystopian actually.
No.
This is actually now.
This is currently what we're going through.
This is the thing. And all roads are, near you also all roads are dug up.
No, it's going to start. They sent a circular very sweetly to all the buildings. They're saying
No roads.
20th onwards, please be informed that you will be fucked because there's going to be digging, sound, no roads, and we're going to concretize this whole section. So it's quite a bad stretch of road as it is, but they could have just starred it, or it's a 3-day job to just scrape it, but they're going to now take 2 months to dig it up, concretize it, and then it'll be a sub-quality concrete road, I'm sure.
What I love also is that it's almost like a abstract piece of work. Like, say, Michelangelo, when he worked on the Sistine Chapel, I've heard sometimes he would work with 100 workers. And sometimes he'd work alone, and months would go where he was absent. So I think they look at road building in Bombay with the same kind of, like they're building Pieta.
It's art.
Like Florence, like sometimes 200 people are just on it suddenly, and then for months they'll just leave it.
Like for me, what's always disturbing is seeing all these what do you call it? Not scaffoldings, but the supports of the metro. They've got these pillars in the road, and then for a few kilometers you'll just see one person walking across it like that, and they say work is on at full speed. But there's one guy and there's one lonely crane just like maybe just chugging along. Like if it was on at full tilt, there'd be like 500 people on that stretch, right?
But that guy also doesn't know why he's there.
No, he's not there to do it. He's there for the view. He's smoking a cigarette over there, sitting up over there. Like
So if
bending
you
one of
ask
those.
him, यहाँ क्या आ रहा है? मेट्रो आएगा या ब्रिज बनेगा इस?
इसे मुझे पता नहीं, मैं तो इधर बाजू में रहता हूँ. मैं इधर बस मैं रोड क्रॉस कर रहा हूँ and he'll be up on one of those metro pillars.
that कहाँ मिला
There's
आपको?
never
यही मिला है.
anyone doing anything on these at these sites.
I have
Why is it-
seen unfinished pillars across the city, and no one has been able to tell me what will come on those things. Because nothing will, I think. Like when your grandchildren are there, it might still remain as pillars. Once it's finished, what will we talk about? You know what I mean? Like,
But see, this is the thing, that things are never finished in this city.
no.
Nothing is finished. It's always a work in progress.
The Sagrada Familia in the city of Barcelona
Yeah.
took 112 years.
It's still under construction.
Yeah, so-
But I think the BMC is building it. That was the main this thing. I think
Yeah.
the BMC is involved.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
Sagrada Familia, the church that
The
they're building
great
in the
church
church in Barcelona.
Yeah.
It's contract. The contract is BMC.
And the great thing about that is that if you give it a timeline,
Yeah.
then you are hampering the artist's work.
Yeah, totally.
So what you want is you want to give the artist a free hand.
Correct.
And also suddenly it can happen.
But the BMC also has sent 2 people there. I think they are also working at their own pace.
For 100 years.
For 100 years. I think they're saying another 20 years will be complete.
Yeah. And sometimes just to mess with you, they'll break the whole building down.
Yeah.
But I thought you were just finishing it. Shh. You don't want to disturb great artists' work.
No.
I decided from the month of
Have you written a
November,
book, Pal?
I've written a book. From 6th of November, I decided, like our listeners, because our listeners are so much better than us, that I need to write down a conundrum a day.
Wow.
Just on what is going on in life.
Yeah.
So I just thought that these are generally sort of things we can discuss.
Musings.
My latest the musing I have from a while ago is about Indian Twitter comments.
Okay.
My favorite Indian Twitter comment. I just want to know what you feel about Indian X users or even Amazon comments are brilliant.
Ex-Twitter users.
Yeah, X Twitter users. Exactly.
Now-
Very clever. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. XX users. XX users is what people would say now.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, now they're just
X
users of X.
X. But if
X
I leave
users.
X, then I'm an XX user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you are currently, even if you're using X right now, you're an ex-Twitter user using X.
X Twitter user
Currently
now on
using
X.
X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the best comments are. I know.
Right.
There was a photo of Prime Minister Modi when he'd gone to China, and he was looking at the terracotta warriors, which are these statues. I think
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
about
yeah.
that high.
No, I think they're full
They're
size.
big. They're full size.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that makes more sense because Prime Minister Modi was looking like this. At the terracotta warrior, and his photographer captured a great photo. And it said Prime Minister Modi observes a UNESCO heritage site, observing a terracotta warrior. And the terracotta warrior is a very plain looking gentleman, and Modi is looking like this. And the first Twitter comment under it is, Sir, aapke paas patli pin ka charger hai. And I'm saying, what comedy can we do in an India where Indian Twitter exists? Lauren Powell Jobs, the wife of Steve Jobs, is currently at the Mahakumbh Mela. And the first comment under it is, this is why my iPhone 14 is taking so long to get repaired. So I'm saying that as a people, I think that fundamentally, if you put an Indian person, the Twitter person, in front of a foreign person, we'll just say anything. This is why I think they don't give us visas.
I don't think that someone's iPhone being repaired has much to do with a
This
lady
lady-
who has very little to do with the actual
She doesn't run it.
run
She's just a
of-
shareholder.
She's just a shareholder.
Yeah.
With the cell phone coming back on time.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
this
quite
guy-
unrelated. Because
Unrelated.
I mean, I'm a shareholder.
Yeah.
So it's as relevant that I would have something to do with it than
But
she would.
I think last name is also, Jobs.
Jobs,
I think
yeah.
that's the thing. If you're related, even the son must get hassled in school.
Yeah.
See, now my MacBook is not. Just shut. I'm not. I'm
So
studying
a lot of
environmental
famous
science.
people
Yeah.
change the name of their children so that they don't have the burden of the surname.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so they'll change it from Jobs to something else.
Bill Gates' son, the number of requests he must get.
I mean, so man.
Hey, my Microsoft Word just updated.
404 not found. Just see now.
Just
What to
see.
see. Just find it now.
I'm a zoologist. Just do it now.
Just
please.
see. But what I'm saying is that they also end up changing their last name to escape the limelight and the
Yeah.
pressure of all of that. But what if they end up putting a last name that gets more famous than the name that they were born with?
Yeah. But
You
in
know?
their field or just any?
Any. So then you're mistaken for some other even more famous person.
So say you're Steve Jobs' son.
Yeah, and you change the son.
your name to Michael Gavaskar.
Yeah. So then you're screwed somewhere else in the world.
West Indies, 1975.
Just tell your dad.
Why could he not face Michael Marshall? Tell him, hey, I'm not. I'm Bill Gates'
Bill
son.
Gates'
Just fix this Microsoft.
Yeah.
There's no escape actually.
There's no
you
escape.
can never escape a famous last name.
Yeah.
I think the hardest last name to live with, like if we did an analysis of last name difficulties.
Yeah.
then
For
there
a
is-
long time, Dawood was a very difficult because there was a full shoe shop, and I remember popular. I don't think had much to do with him. But Dawood shoes then took.
Difficult.
There's a shop in front of my house called Kasab, and
Tough.
and it was
Tough.
hard for many
Sweets?
years. No, cloth and clothes and all, very lovely stuff. But I mean, it's just
It's also what
unfortunate.
you do, like Dawood tours and travels.
Yeah,
Difficult.
tough.
It's like, limited to Dubai and Sharjah.
I got my Sangeet Sherwani stitched at Dawood Tailors.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the guy on the run.
No. But while the guy was measuring you, thought about it.
It did enter my mind. There has to be some connection. It can't be. I mean, he's a great tailor, but some
Just
connection has to be.
Like he's doing the thing, waist 34.
हाँ क्या
एक
बोला
चीज बताइए
क्या बोला वेस्ट के बारे में
एयर इंडिया बिल्डिंग में आप 2 बॉम्ब डाला था या 1 बॉम्ब
सर मैं टेलर है सर
correct it's hard
It's tough.
but you can't avoid it.
You can't.
Adolf as a first name, generally difficult.
It's tough.
Whatever you do, like Adolf, loudspeakers, whatever, anything.
Yeah, I mean, so Hitler was the last name.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
you
even
could also
harder.
be Adolf. Will be many young
Adolf
people are called.
Eichmann.
Adolf. So many, but Hitler
It's difficult.
is difficult.
Yeah.
I'm saying like Surya Kumar Hitler. Or
Tough.
tough. Or
Unfortunate last name.
Yeah.
And because commentators also.
Jacob
Yeah.
Hitler. No, it's like
I mean, who was the Pakistani
Fakhr Zaman.
Zaman? So, I mean, number of British commentators that have come close.
Yeah.
To he's a lucky Zaman.
Yeah.
So that last minute save. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you sit in school with Fakhr Zaman,
Yeah.
hey, Zaman, hey,
Don't behave like a.
what am I saying, ma'am? What am I,
I didn't
saying?
say anything, ma'am. I didn't say anything.
What did I say, ma'am? It's his name only. What did I say? It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's tough.
I'm trying to think what some Indian names are harder, I think.
Nehru is a hard name to live with today.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't I'm saying, say you don't have the last name Gandhi. I had a friend whose last name was Gandhi, but he had a tough time in school for other reasons. But now if you have the last name Nehru,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be difficult?
Say you're a normal guy.
Yeah.
Vivek Nehru.
Vivek Nehru.
And you do some food startup.
Correct.
There's some guy behind you for no reason saying at the stroke of the midnight hour,
Yeah.
fuck off. I mean, I just do dessert delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, Nehru's a difficult one.
Nehru's also tough.
Why you lost the China war?
Yeah.
I just live in Noida and I do desserts. You leave me alone.
Why you didn't start IIT in Baroda?
Nehru related issues.
Yeah.
That is just the whole list. Hey, you had a thing with Mountbatten's wife or what?
I think not
Stop
related,
it.
yeah.
I'm 23. Leave me alone. I was on the phone, okay, and I was walking, and a guy called me, and I don't want to talk to him. And I said, Arey, I'll call you back. I'm in Delhi at a show. Okay. And I was in Bandra, and I hung up, and then the guy was right in front of me. And it was one of those times when I was like,
What are you going to do?
yeah, I'm like, and the guy just didn't say anything to me, and he just walked by.
He didn't say,
So he was pissed. He was pissed. So I haven't spoken to him since. And I'm saying that sometimes in life, if you've screwed up at that level, I think you gotta let it go.
as in the relationship.
Yeah.
There's no recovery from here.
Because he also said, okay, I never want to speak to this guy again.
Have a good life.
Yeah. Without saying it, he just looked at me and walked past.
And gone.
Gone. Is there anything I could have done? A lie right there? Anything? I was caught red-handed. You know? I was on the phone telling them, hey, I'm in Delhi, I'm in a show, I'll call you back. Boom. Hi.
No.
Yeah.
So the thing is
And
that
he just walks past. Yeah.
see, in such situations, the only thing to do is that then you start talking about how shit a person you are yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like then you say, I'm the worst person. I'm horrible.
sorry, yeah.
I'm a really bad person. I'm a really
Don't talk
horrible.
to me.
Don't just like,
Why did you call
if
me?
if you feel you never want to see me again, I completely understand. But just let
I've
it know
realized
that
this is the equivalent of being when someone says, that infidelity, marital infidelity, where a husband or wife returns home to see their partner in bed with someone. That's a hard thing to deny.
right.
This has that level of,
Yeah.
like what can you say if they catch you red-handed? On Instagram also there are videos where wives come in and see their husband with another lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like that's one of those things like you can't get naked with another person
Yeah.
and have a good excuse.
Mostly. Yeah.
Like what would you say? You know what I mean? Like what could you say in that situation? That's when you gotta you've got no clothes on. The lady has no clothes on.
I don't
The
know.
other lady has walked into the room.
What? This is not you. Oh my God, this is. I just thought it was you.
Because
Can't see. I have an eye infection.
And the other lady will always say, "What are you doing?" Right? To the
Yeah.
person. What are you doing? And that person has been caught nude in a bed. It's the same as the phone thing with another person.
But
Like
this is
I
my.
can explain is what?
See,
Can
this
you
is,
explain?
This is also where it brings me back to a legendary Bollywood villain who was philandering. And he was caught red-handed.
Okay. By his wife.
By his wife.
Yeah.
And the other lady calmly got dressed and left while the person is there.
Yeah.
And at which point she said, "What is this? What is going on? What are you doing?"
But after the lady
Had time to dress and leave.
Yeah.
He said, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
She said, "There's a lady here." He's saying, "Have you gone mad? Have you lost your mind?" She's saying, "I just saw the person. The person just left." He's saying, "Just calm down. There was nothing over here. There's no one." She's saying, "But I just saw the person leave." She's saying, "See, you want to be with me or no?" There was no one over here. You are losing your mind. You are
That's very good.
you are going crazy now. We're going to have to get you some help.
So then, unless you grab the other person and
Yeah.
keep them.
Yeah.
But who's this?
Who?
Who?
Who are you talking about? This person. I can't see anyone. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that your lie and your denial
Yeah.
can go very far also. So if
Yeah.
you want to lie,
Yeah.
so then you could have just said,
What
"What are you doing in Delhi?"
Yeah.
You know, like if you saw the person, what are you doing in Delhi? He's saying, "I'm not in
I'm in
Delhi."
Delhi.
He's saying, "You're mad about this is
This
Delhi.
Delhi.
This is Delhi." He's saying, "No, this is Bombay." He's saying, "Are you mad? This
Yeah.
is Delhi. Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Chal, I'll see you later. You leave. Then next time he meets you, he'll
Come
be
to my
like,
show. Come.
Come to my show. But we're in Bombay. No.
Just see if I have an ear infection.
Yeah. And he pass and you leave. I'm saying the other way is to double down on
So
the
that
lie.
other lady in the Bollywood affair situation got fully dressed up.
Yeah.
So they waited for the silence. Then she left.
She left.
What is going
Saying,
on?
who
here?
is this
What-
person? Which person?
Who's-
Which person? Who are you? What are you talking about? Have you gone mad?
And this is why some of these he said she said things are so hard to prove. If the third party has left. So I think if you've stumbled upon infidelity,
Yeah.
the thing to do is tie up the third person first. Then have your fight.
Yeah.
So if that person is tied up, say it's a man who's committed an infidelity.
I don't know this person. Why have you tied up this person here? Have you gone mad?
That
There's
person's tied for years. You know, this thing, let me go. And the husband and wife happy, you leave him there for days.
years.
And they resolve their relationship.
But that guy is
They'll
still
never-
tied over there. He's a bone of contention through the relationship.
He's in their guest room
Yeah.
forever. They change apartments. That's the thing. And he's there.
But I think doubling down on the lie is also good.
Doubling down is the answer. Doubling down.
I didn't expect to see you in Delhi, yeah?
Yeah.
You bastard, we're in Bombay.
Superb. Yeah. We have a couple of listener conundrums. But before that, I have one Coldplay conundrum.
Yeah.
Which is that, you went to the Coldplay concert?
Yes, I did.
I went to the Coldplay concert. We were lucky last minute. Someone gave us tickets.
Yes.
Do you think that if you want an Indian audience to go crazy, you have to say a couple of Indian local things? Could be anything. Like in Coldplay's case, it was Jasprit Bumrah. It was a running gag. And there was a bit of Hindi that he spoke. And they also said that the night I went, he said, this is our drummer. We are all actually an Indian band. Was born in Sanjay Gandhi National Park. This is our drummer. He was born in Pimpri,
Chinchwad.
Yeah. And then he said, oh, this is our bassist. He was born in Borivali or something.
Yeah.
And the words just drove people crazy.
Yeah.
If you want to win Indian hearts, are there any 4 or 5 words that you think any band or anyone, Tom Cruise, anyone can just come to India and say?
Of course.
Like just to win, like Dhanyabad, Shukriya, I think those have been done.
Yeah. Namaste. All that is
Namaste,
done.
those are done.
Those are done.
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ यहाँ आके, those
Yeah,
are done.
it's done.
Now you have to get a little more esoteric and specific. Tunde kebab lovers! Certainly it's like, why is Chris Martin singing about Tunde? He knows Tunde kebabs!
He knows Tunde.
I mean, how specific can he get?
Yeah, but I mean, it gets people going, I guess.
Yeah. Shout out to Ali Rahman at Shiraz Biryani, Calcutta Park Circus. Extra mutton in mine. People go nuts.
Crazy.
And then people start asking for their own thing.
Yeah.
Mention Hyderabad. Say something about
The Nizam.
Guntur.
Yeah.
So then it gets inside India. People love all this.
But it's what tickles people, I guess, and it's a thing.
I think you don't even have to sing any of the songs you're known for.
Just come and say Indian stuff.
Yeah. He said, last year Coldplay came and they, instead of singing, they just did the first 2 scenes from Bahubali.
They enacted it on stage.
Full thing. The crowd went crazy.
They lifted the baby up.
Bahubali. People went nuts. I think that's all to get our audiences. Just go hyper local.
Yeah.
I have a question. Speaking of hyper local, it's a listener conundrum actually. It's from Neha.
Yes.
And Neha has written, my boyfriend and I have spent some lovely years together. I'm finally preparing to propose to him.
Okay.
Trouble is that as a woman in a male-dominated field,
Of proposals.
proposals is male-dominated, I'm struggling to find a good way to propose. He eats his food so fast that hiding a ring in it is a hazard. Means he may just swallow it. I can't take him on a hike and propose on a hilltop because of the exertion involved. He hates attention and may die of embarrassment if I propose at a public concert, which is becoming a thing now. Recreating our first date would mean drinking 3/4 of Old Monk in a dive bar, and I'm afraid our bodies can't handle that anymore.
Right.
My conundrum is, should I propose to my partner at the risk of accidentally killing him? Thanks, Neha. This is a very good conundrum.
It is good.
What is the option? They remain unmarried forever.
Correct. For
She
this
wants to
thing.
avoid risk, so you don't do
She
it
wants
on a
to
balloon.
avoid the risk of his life.
Yeah.
So no balloons, no treks, no food where he's going to choke on spaghetti and a ring.
Because think about it, ring inside, say, a cake,
Tiramisu or something like that.
dead,
Dead. Straight death.
straight dead. Because she goes down on one knee, he's just eaten it, dead. Hike, high blood pressure,
Gone. Put in a wine glass, champagne thing. Gone.
dead, choke.
Choke. Straight.
Uh,
I think that with a proposal, there should be some element of risk.
she I think secretly wants the chance that it might accidentally,
Knock him out.
if not kill him, but just put him on the edge.
See, I think that you need a proposal.
Yeah.
That if he says yes, he lives.
Yeah.
But if he says no, he definitely dies.
Yeah.
That's the ideal proposal.
Yeah.
That you bastard. If you're going to say no,
Yeah.
I hope you fucking die.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a very tricky proposal.
Yeah.
Because now they've been together. This is the next logical step. She wants to get married. Fuck his feelings, what he thinks about this. Not important.
Yeah.
Basically, yes means you live.
Yeah.
No means you die.
So then I think heighten it. No? Then there are two doors. If he, hey, do you want to marry me? Choose one of the doors. Like one has a man eating Royal Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
And the other has the rig. Or something.
Which on Instamart, I think they are selling now.
They're selling a Royal Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
You can get it.
Yeah.
Get a full Royal Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
So no means you go into that room and
Right.
you're eaten alive. And yes means you spend your rest of your life in there.
Right.
So the option of saying no
Should be
I'm
different.
actually picturing, you know what I'm picturing? A dartboard or a pinwheel where this guy's turning for some reason.
It's going around.
He's going around like in a bad film with Prem Chopra in it.
Yeah.
Like he's like, Hayana! I just feel like his options are Hayana.
Yeah.
And then some woman is throwing knives at him.
Yeah.
And at some point, if it's no, he's just going to get stabbed.
Correct.
If it's yes, his hands are free.
Right. It should be like a cake or death kind of situation.
Cake or death.
Cake or death.
It should involve life of eternal happiness or sharks.
Yeah.
Which is just how marriage is. He should also know what it is.
Yes. So you're saying go full Mogambo with it.
Go full Mogambo. Your choices are a throne or you fall into molten lava.
Lava.
We're not giving her the right example. So what we'll do, Neha, is we'll send you a detailed email.
With drawings. With plans.
With specific plans.
For the trapdoor and everything.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Because
the
we need
link
to
for buying the tiger. Everything is
this,
there.
where it's literally death or
It'll be
love.
it'll be a board game.
It'll be a board game.
But
Love
which
or
could
death.
end in death.
Death is the thing. If he says no, he's going to die. My landlord just told me that I need to leave the flat I'm in. And I've got 1 month's notice.
But you
Because-
just moved in there a year
Correct.
and a half, 2
It's
years.
been a year and a half.
Yeah.
So we're negotiating. I may get to stay a bit longer. I don't know. But I've realized that no matter how much you pay for rent in Bombay, you're basically always homeless. So to live happily in Bombay, you have to have a laptop and a little potla. What is it called? This potla?
Yeah, one of those little portlies. Yeah.
Portlies ready to go. Because at any point, whether you're in the fanciest building in Bombay's plush societies, your landlord can say, Nikla! And you should be ready to go. Do you think that's the case?
I think you always want a place where the landlord or landlords, in my case, forget that this place exists. Like, do we have a flat over there? Where is that flat? Is it? Which one are you talking about? Because there's so many, it's a company. So there's so many. So you forget that they've forgotten. It's one of 35,000 flats or whatever, like many. There's like 30,000 square feet across the city, whatever. So then it doesn't become a thing.
Yes.
But if you have a landlord whose only thing is that one flat,
Yes.
and that is their major source of income and hope for their future,
Yeah.
and their, their investment, their this thing. So
That
then it
landlord
focuses
is- yeah.
everything on this flat. This flat is everything to them. They need to know the quality of the person who stays there, the quantity of the people that stay there, then they want to know that they're getting
That
the right
landlord
price.
is
They have to be
calling- yeah.
tempted by other people. So then what happens there, because that's their be all and end all.
That landlord is calling you every 3 hours. What
Yeah.
you eating? What you
Huh.
eating?
I heard that
Hmm.
you used the pressure cooker twice today,
Hmm.
morning and evening.
So basically, living in Bombay is just like this.
Yeah.
No matter if you're a tenant.
You got a backpack on, yeah.
Yeah. No matter how much you're paying. Some guys paying 10 lakhs for it. Go. Done.
Yeah.
But
so you
I've
are
kept it light.
You're
one
staying
sack
light.
of clothes, one laptop.
Yeah.
Anyone
You
wants
have a
to
lot
come.
of books.
That's why this is the country of Gandhi, na?
Hmm.
Because Gandhi was probably a renter.
He was probably a renter.
He's like, I'm ready. Bapuji, Calcutta.
Hmm.
Calcutta.
Let's go.
Bapuji, Rawalpindi.
Let's go.
Rawalpindi.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll just stay at the Birla house.
Yeah. I can see chappals, some basic. Because he suffered. He rented in Bombay. He probably settled in also for a while.
Yeah.
Bapuji, what's happened is my wife wants to sell the flat. But I just
got my
got this microwave and oven and air fryer. Bapuji, you gotta go, Bapuji. You know what? In the future, no possessions. That's my thing. No possessions. I'm working.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, send your conundrums.
Yes, send your conundrums to our last week at audiomatic.in.
And we will announce some live shows for 2025.
We have lots of listener conundrums, and I'm sure we will do a listener special next week. So please do send in your conundrums, and we will be happy to try and answer them.
We're trying to write a book of conundrums. So hopefully you'll
It's a
send us
lot
a
of
book of
papers,
conundrums.
Pal.
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah.
And I don't even know how to read. So I don't know what these pages are.
A step at a time.
This is an affidavit.
Yeah.
This is a conundrum affidavit. It's going to Bombay High Court.
Yeah. Please subscribe to our YouTube
channel.
Our YouTube channel.
Where you can get your conundrums.
Yeah. So
on
please do subscribe. It's called Our Last Week Podcast.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah.
And many of you have subscribed and you say insane things on there.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
That's what YouTube is for.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.